all four of them can be in one motion?
All three? There's only three.
Oh, there's three. I read four.
Yeah, we can put all three of them in one.
Them can be all.
All right. I'd like to call the Recreation Commission meeting to order, April 1st, 7 o'clock. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, item number 3, roll call. Commissioner Cook,
Present.
Commissioner Hunter,
Here.
Commissioner Pepchek,
Present.
Commissioner Hunt here, Commissioner Rice, Commissioner Walker, Commissioner Restelli.
I'd make a motion to excuse the last three members from today's meeting.
I second.
Okay. All right, motion made by Commissioner Cook to excuse Commissioner Rice, Commissioner Walker, Commissioner Restelli, seconded by Commissioner Pepchek. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 4, approval of the agenda for April 1st, 2025.
I'll approve the agenda for April 1st, 2025.
I'll second that.
The agenda for April 1st, 2025, motion was made by Commissioner Cook to accept, seconded by Commissioner Hunter. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Approval of the minutes for the regular meeting from March 11th, 2025. They're in your packet.
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
All right. Commissioner Pepchek made a motion to accept the minutes from the regular meeting of March 11th, 2025, seconded by Commissioner Cook. I was going to say hearing,
All in
any
favor?
discussion? No. Hearing no discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 6, volunteer report groups. Fraser First Booster Club.
Okay, Banya Apps with the Fraser First Booster Club. I'm just going to give you an update. We're set for our Thursday, April 3rd, Ram's Horn fundraiser. We have some baked goods coming and a really cute gnome, Easter gnome or bunny gnome, I guess it would be, donated by Bernice Brahern. And we'll create a basket over that with some chocolate, some lottery tickets, stuff like that. And so from 5 to 8, come on over to Ram's Horn. We get for 15% of all the food that is sold during the time we're there, and that includes takeout. So we're excited to get that rolling, and we're always very appreciative of Ram's Horn and their staff because they take real good care of us during that fundraiser. And then on the weekend, Saturday, hopefully weather holds, we will start constructing Weave Peace, which is Michelle Miller Hansen's, I think it was 2014 Art Prize structure that she put up. And it was really fun, and she was really gracious about bringing it to McKinley Park for us. And I contacted her, and she was really excited that we were going to put it up again here at Steffens Park to kind of kick off the Steffens Park Reimagine conversation. You know, we'll have our banner up with our rendering that Fraser First Booster Club came up with, but that isn't the rendering. It's just start the conversation, kind of give people an idea of what could go in that first phase of doing something community spirited at Steffens Park. So it included a bandstand and a multi-purpose. We'd love to say building, probably be a pavilion, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and, you know, see what people think about it, like about it. But in the meantime, they can add their peaceful intentions to the art structure that will stay up for about 2 weeks. And I think that catches us up through April also, we'll be putting out the troll and fairy doors at McKinley again. We kind of do them around the trees. It's really nice. Last year, we had a great turnout of people that really enjoyed it, so those will go up towards the end of April, 1st of May, depending on weather and all that. And then sometime in June, we'll spread them around the city and do a little treasure fairy door hunt again. So we were happy to get some feedback. Chris, the gal over at Lisa's Lunchbox, recognized Chris and that. So she really was hoping we would do it again, and we were planning on it, so.
So did you say Michelle, is Michelle coming to help us put this up? Or?
Okay, so Michelle, she can't say for sure. She's
Okay.
hoping to, but I would love it if she would come. I think it'd be awesome to have her on site. And she may show up on site, it just may not be on the 5th. It may be during the 11th, 12th, and 13th, when we really are going to push the public to come and put their intentions up. So I'm hoping she makes it.
Okay.
She was really excited to know we have gotten this far with it. I have 10 sponsors, so I'm really excited about that. I have 10 sponsors at $100 each for Weave Piece, so that's going to pay for material and
Nice.
things like that. And we may make a little afterwards, after all that. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, I think I'll wait to announce who they are once we got all the signage and everything for them. But it's the usual suspects, you know. They're
Nice. And once we get the actual piece up, the structure up, then it would be good too.
Yeah, I really hope people come out and enjoy it like they did at McKinley. It was really well received. So it's kind of neat. It's a community art. You know, you each add your own piece, your intentions. It's kind of neat. And we'll have it up, I'm hoping 3 weeks at the most. If it weathers well, we'll stick with, leave it up 3 weeks. And then, I don't know, I'll take it down and put it back in my garage, I guess. But if anybody has any questions, yes, do come to Ramshorn. Yes, buy some food there. Yes, leave some money at our table. That'd be awesome. All that. And then at Weave Piece, I'm really hoping we have a great conversation. So, did I forget anything? Our next meeting is April 16th. Thank you. Of the Fraser First Booster Club, and that is at Hanover Grove's community building. They've been super gracious to allow us to meet there, so always grateful to them. Chris, can I ask a question? Like, for the marshmallow drop, in case of bad weather, do you have
We'll have another day for
we'll have
it.
another day? I was just wondering.
Yeah. It'll either be the following day, the Sunday,
Okay.
or it'll be the following week. I have a couple people I have to talk to before I confirm which day it is. I don't want to come officially and say that it's going to be on
Right.
Sunday.
The reason I ask is I feel I'm in the same boat with Weave Piece. I want to go ahead and start it, but if the weather's really crummy on it.
I have a few moving puzzle pieces that I have to talk to before I can confirm what we're going to do, because if Sunday's a bad day or the helicopter can't come for that day, I have to switch it to the next week.
I was just wondering. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
you.
Thanks.
Okay, item 6B, Fraser Beautification Club.
Okay, our last meeting was on March 26th at Ramshorn. We did a lot of discussion about our fundraiser that's going to be coming up on July 17th. More to come later as it gets closer to that date. Last weekend or over the weekend, we went and cleaned up the wedge, kind of cleaned it up, took out some of the dead foliage that was there. And then we went over to in front of CVS, the corner there, and we cleaned that up a little bit. There's some crocuses coming up. There's some tulips starting to pop up. So hopefully by the end of April, we'll see some color starting to pop up there. We also put up a couple Easter baskets with some eggs in it to kind of decorate that corner a little bit. Our next meeting is going to be on May 28th at 6:30 at Ramshorn. So we were looking to get a few more people to come join us. You can either join us on the 28th at Ramshorn, or you can follow us on Facebook at Fraser Beautification Club. And I think that's about all. Anything else you want to add? No? Okay.
Any questions? All right. Moving on. Item 7, administration report.
So we're going to start off with the big one, the marshmallow drop coming up here on Saturday, April 12th. We are currently having 3 drops. We are sold out on the first 2 drops at 12 and 12:45. We have 100 out of 200 right now signed up for the final drop of 1 at 1:30. I opened up that final drop instead of doing ages 11 up. We are now filling that with people on the wait list and any age. So I made a post today showing that it's open to all ages, and anyone who wants to sign up, I'm encouraging them to sign up for the 1:30, or they've been emailing me and I've been signing them up myself for the 1:30 drop.
I know your link has been kind of crazy. It works sometimes, it doesn't work. I've had people reach out to me and say they can't get it to work with the day before I registered somebody. So I'm like,
So anytime that's happened, if they reach out to me, because I do put in there to reach out to me, I've been able to sign them up myself. If they just go to the website, to the main website, and find it, they can still sign up. That obviously works. For some reason, that link, it works on my end, but on the outside, it doesn't work. I don't know what the cause is, but I've changed that link a few times to make it work, and every time that I've tried it, it's worked. But anyone from
funny.
the outside in, it's not working.
yeah, it doesn't work.
So I just deleted it completely and just kept the main website for people to go to,
Okay.
find it, and sign up for it. But I've been helping people sign up, so if anyone has any problems signing up, I can take care of it for
I
them.
did tell them to reach out to you, either call you or send you an email, because I said, I got it once, but then I couldn't get it to work again, so I just told them to call
Yeah, I've
you.
been trying to respond to everyone's emails or phone calls, and then I just checked it before the meeting, and I had 2 people who wants to sign up for it. So it is ongoing. I think we were 40 at some point a couple days ago. Now we're at 100, so it is filling up. I'm hoping for a 600 person sellout again for all 3 time slots. That's something we'll have to discuss next year if we just want to do just 3 drops next year, or if we want to go back to 2. I think with overflow and everything, we should probably do 3 drops again.
Can I have a question about
Yeah.
that one? So the third drop, it was going to be, I thought for adults, and it's going to start at ages 11 and up, right?
Yep.
So do you have anybody that's like an 18-year-old or?
We have a couple people signed up
Okay,
who are
good, 'cause-
adults. It's hard for probably adults to feel like a child again and do a marshmallow drop. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the younger kids on one side and the older kids or the adults on the other side to try to keep it as safe as I can.
I just wondered, because when it says ages 11 and up, somebody that's, 42 might think they can't go out there, but it is open for anybody?
It's for anyone
Over
up
11.
to the oldest person in the world. They
Okay.
can sign up for it.
Maybe they could get a special egg.
We'll have a petting zoo
All right, cool.
with a couple of horse rides. The Easter Bunny will be on site. We'll have 2 face painters. And I wanted to ask if any of you, obviously we're missing a few members, but if any of you could come and help volunteer, I would either have you guys handing out the gift bags or doing the registration. I have a few people, and I have also reached out to the NHS, the schools, to see if we can get some volunteers.
Yeah,
So-
Could you remind the date, please?
Yep, it's on April 12th, and there's 3 drops. One's at 12, one's at 12:45, and the other one is at 1:30. I'd ask all volunteers to be there 11:15 to 11:30. The drops go fast. I know some of you were there last year, but the drops go fast. It's a little chaotic at the gift bags once the kids are done with it to hand them out. And there are some long lines at the petting zoo, and this year I added a face painting to try to help out, I guess you could say, the petting zoo. I think it's a lot of people are excited about it. I think people are going to word of mouth. Last year we got a lot of excitement. This year I think we're getting a lot of excitement, and then I think it's just going to continue growing. Again, we added a 3rd drop, and we're 50% at capacity for that one. So
Did we have face paintings too last year?
No, we didn't have face painting last year.
Where did we have face paintings at? I thought we had,
We had face painting at the movie nights, and
maybe that's where I was at when I saw them. It could have been. I
but
knew I
added
was there
that on to
somewhere.
Tried to help with the lines at the petting zoo. The petting zoo obviously will be closer to the parking lot for higher grounds, and then the face painting will probably be near the concession stand as well. So everything, the petting zoo will be obviously on one side, and the other two will be on near the concession stand. There'll be 5 golden eggs in each drop. The candy has been purchased for it. I'm currently stuffing all 600 bags. And we have the golden egg winner prizes bought. So everything is ready. And last time known, the helpers that I have are making 2 pieces of chalk per Ziploc bag. So 1,200 pieces of chalk will be handed out. So if you guys can make it, I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. Volunteer if you can. At the very least, just see what we can do. It's a lot of fun. People, I think, are going to have a good time. And do you guys have any questions about the marshmallow drop or have any advice before we go into it?
I think it was ran pretty well last year. Besides,
The registration.
yeah, registration was a little crazy because then we had to change the day, and then
Yeah, I have a couple of ideas that I'm gonna lay out. I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm just gonna try it out this year. Is try to split it up by last name to try to make it so that you go on one side if you're on this, if your last
like
name
A
starts with
through
this.
D or A
Yes.
through F, and
And then I'm gonna have hopefully about 5 people doing registration. I think last year we had 2 or 3, so I'm hoping to get 5. If that's the NHS kids or if that's you guys, that would be great. So that's what I need the most help with is the registration and then the gift bags.
so have you heard back from NHS?
They are going, I heard back from the principal for one of the schools and they're going to see what they can do. I asked for 20 to 25 volunteers. So.
Well, I'll say I'll be there on Saturday.
Thank
I can do either one, registration or goodie bags.
Perfect. I'd like at least one adult at the goodie bags for like when they turn in the golden eggs. Last year, someone didn't get a golden egg prize, and then someone came in and said that, I'm sorry, I had to go buy another one for the golden egg winner because they said we ran out. So it would just be nice to have an adult there just to kind of watch the golden eggs.
I'll go ahead and give you a tentative yes as well,
Thank you so much.
and I'll drag my girlfriend into it.
I like to hear that.
There you go, and you can be the golden egg watchers.
Absolutely. I will need someone to walk around with the Easter Bunny. So I'm not sure who I'm going to have do that. I'm going to see who wants to do it first. But the Easter Bunny will need some help. Let's Go Fly a Kite event is set up for Saturday, May 10th. Obviously, we've discussed this before, but just want to touch on it. It's going to be from 2 to 4 p.m. It's a free event. It's going to be bring your own kite, but we'll also have a few. I talked to Echo, and I'm going to look into getting getting some kites. And it's going to be at Stevens Park. It's going to be a free event. I did have a question. I didn't know if you'd want me to do a registration for it or if you just want people to show up.
I think they can just show up.
Okay, I just
Yeah,
didn't know if
because they're bringing their own kites and,
I wanted to bring it up because what I thought was if people needed a kite, we kind of have an idea how many
Oh,
people are
okay.
coming. That was all. So I didn't know if you wanted me to do a registration for it on the website or if we wanted just to be
I mean, you could have a registration just so we have an idea if we're going to end up getting snacks, if we have to purchase snacks if we can't get anything donated.
Yep.
So that might not be a bad idea.
Okay.
So question on that one, did you ever get through to Myers now that they changed it and all of that things? And I started filling out the application online and then I needed other information that I don't have control over, so then I turned it over to you.
I tried filling out the form multiple times and it keeps coming back with an error. and I tried reaching out to Meyer, and I haven't heard back yet of why we're receiving that error. It has to do with the
504 or 501.
501c, the ID that I'm putting in. Obviously, we're not a 501c, but I would think that they would take a federal tax ID number too. So hoping to talk to someone shortly. It might be, we're obviously too close for this one, so it's something that we can purchase out of the programming line.
It's not like we didn't start in time. We started way time.
Right. I know.
We just kind of ran into many different
But that's
obstacles.
okay. We have a programming line that we can, we can purchase kites out of and stuff. That's why we have it. So maybe next event we can have it and we can get everything sorted. So it's not a huge deal for this event, but we can try to work at it so that we have something set up through Meyer for future events. You guys have any questions about the Let's Go Fly a Kite event? Oh, and that will be posted shortly. Obviously, with everything going on, I didn't want to, put a bunch of things on Facebook about 100 different events, and people can't find it. So that will be posted probably in the next couple of days.
Okay.
Big Bounce America, they're going to be setting up starting on May 12th, and their exit day will be on May 27th. They will have live dates May 17th, May 18th, May 23rd, May 24th, and May 25th. We've already posted a couple things about purchasing tickets. There was a big Black Friday deal that was going on last year. And so I'm not sure what is left. Obviously, everything is signed up through their website. I don't know how many tickets are left for that, but it's a big event. They use all of Steffens, a lot of parking, a lot of traffic. I think it's a great thing for the city. I like to continue it every year that they are willing to come to the city of Fraser. Looks like they don't pick a lot of, cities per state, and we are lucky enough to have them. So I've sent out invoices to them for everything that it will cost, and we're just waiting to get those invoices back. And we have a couple different invoices, and then this year we sent out a escrow invoice for if they do any damage to the field. We'll have $1,000 in escrow check to help cover the cost to fix them. Do you guys have any questions about Big Bounce America? Perfect.
Nope.
Vendor show update. So I talked about the vendor show. Obviously, Commission member Walker was the one who kind of inspired the idea to try to bring it back, and she's kind of was helping spearhead it. Just wanted to touch base and let you guys know that I put it out on Facebook. We got a lot of feedback from it, a lot of people interested. I'd say I got about 15 to 20 vendors who have either asked for an application or have turned in an application. We are doing 3 different dates, one on June 7th, a second one on July 12th, and a third one on August 2nd. That will run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., and that will also be here at Steffens. I originally put that out for different dates. There is a local market that is near us that asked us if we could switch dates so that we weren't competing with them. So I switched it from the second Saturday to the first Saturday of each month, except for the July 12th. That's an awkward date. If I move it a week earlier, it's July 5th. I don't think anyone would come. If I move it a week later, we have a movie night scheduled for that day, which will be talked about in, obviously later meetings. But so right now it's staying July 12th, unfortunately. There is potential that I could do it on the 12th and also do a movie night on the same day. It's just a lot of work, probably be here all day, so I'm trying not to do that. It's just one day out of, I think they run theirs from May to September, so I'm asking for a little grace on that one through them of just one day that we could run it. It's a tough day to run. I'm going to basically hopefully have all different types of vendors there, and I'm trying to bring some food trucks in. And I've been talking to the Department of Health for Macomb County about, doing a stand and bringing stuff in, and potentially try to get some blood pressure, different vendors that I was talking about last time, just different things that we can bring in to try to attract people, make it, a nice event. I think once we do it and kind of get, a solid footing on it, more people will come, again, word of mouth, and hopefully we get more vendors and we can not only just charge the vendors, but also get a variety of different vendors and also be able to pick and choose who comes to it. Hopefully we get a lot of, positive feedback and a lot of people who want to come to it. I'm still hearing, as far as the vendor show, is that our issue is just like we've been talking about, is that we have some that are local and some that are still going to different places that are well established, like the Eastern Market is one. I had a couple vendors reach out, and because we do it on a Saturday, obviously they do Eastern Market. We can look at doing it on a weekday. I prefer not to do it on a weekday. I just don't think that would do well with people at work. I just don't think that it would do well. We could try it on a Sunday if we so choose, if those dates don't do well, if we think it's a date issue. So
I think just those should be, I think try it out, let's see how it goes. It should be okay. I mean, you're not going to expect to get hundreds of people there, but hopefully after the first one, more and more people will come and word of mouth again.
that's what I'm really hoping for, is that if we do it, people will see it. They see that we have a potential of growing, being bigger, being a lot of people coming. And again, right now, I'm not charging vendors a fee. I'm just trying to get vendors to come, get people to come, see what we have to offer. And then if, in next month or the next year, we get 3 vendors or 4 vendors who all wanted to sell the same thing, then we can pick and choose what we want, what we think will do well. Obviously, that is what we're aiming for, of the growth, of being able to choose what we want. But right now, I'm trying to open it up to everybody. And if we have vendors who are selling the same thing, I'm just going to separate them, try to put one vendor at the very end and the other vendor at the other end of that. One person reached out and said that we would like to be the only vendor who sells, I forget what kind of jewelry, but they only want to be the vendor to sell the jewelry. So that's something to take in consideration if we have another, jewelry vendor. So do you guys have any questions about the vendor show?
Was it going to be food trucks at everyone or just the?
I'd like to bring food trucks to everyone. That's kind of like my next step, is to try to find food trucks. Obviously, we reached out and we're getting vendors. Now I want to get food trucks. We have a few applications, or we have a few vendors who've said that they have friends who they're going to tell it about. So we're trying to spread it. But I'd love to have food trucks there, and different types of food trucks.
All right, because I have one for you.
Sure. So just let me know, email me, or if you guys go to a food truck that you really like, give me the name. I'll reach out to them and see if they can come to our.
I'll ask a friend too. I know somebody who has one who's done a couple events in Fraser.
Perfect.
I noticed we have a question from the public.
All right. Yeah. So the question was if we could go over the dates. So the dates for the vendor show will be Saturday, June 7th, tentatively July 12th, and August 2nd. And it will be from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 4 hours. And it'll be at Steffens.
I just wanted to add into what you already said. I think, we can keep the perspective that even if the first year's a little shakier, it's going to be good if we can get that foot in the door, start building a base, right?
Yeah, I think if the vendors can see that, hey, we have a great location, it's a park, we do, well promoting it. If we get 50 people who come to it, 100, maybe they'll see, okay, well, maybe this is something bigger. And then if we keep adding to it, sky's the limit. So it is tough to run a farmer's market or a vendor show, because there are some in the area. So we're going to see what this does. I know that the interest is there. I know that there's some people who are interested, some vendors who have been interested. So I'm hoping that they follow through, turn in the applications, and we kind of see what we can do.
I think it'll be fun.
Thank you.
All right, anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Item number 8, citizen participation.
Laura Lestage, 15201 Fairview. I wanted the vendor show, I think it should be noted to find a place in the park that it's not going to flood, and especially if you have trucks like that. I'm wondering if you have a lot of food trucks, maybe move it towards the east side of the park where there's more space for the trucks to set up, by the concession stand area.
I was planning on putting it near the soccer fields where we're going to do the marshmallow drop, and then I would think to do the food trucks, keep them in the parking lot, maybe along the perimeter of the parking lot, so that you kind of have a different section of food trucks. We can set up some picnic tables so for people to sit and eat, and then they can come over to the vendors.
Right, okay. The other thing I wanted to mention is any update on the city cleanup. I was out there the other day walking down Hayes, and it was such a mess. But I was wondering if through the National Honor Society or the schools itself, do they have to do community service where we could get some of these kids from the schools to come out and help clean up the city? It's not just the parks, it's not just your immediate property, it's the streets that are a mess. And I know a lot of it can be from the garbage trucks just traveling down the road and things blowing around, and especially when we have all this wind, it's everywhere. So I'm just wondering if there is a plan for that, now that we're into April, and just in the past day, I'm seeing all the bushes in the woods behind us are starting to bloom. And I'm going, oh my goodness, that's first sign that spring is coming. So anyways, that's my thought there. The other thing I wanted to mention is the FAME Awards that the East Point Roseville Chamber puts on for Fraser. It's the Fraser Academic Member of Excellence. And those are all due this Friday. And I spent a lot of time working on that today, and it does take some thought, but they have categories like Business of the Year, a Pioneer Award, which is for businesses that have been around for at least 25 years or more, Capital Improvement Award, a Citizen of the Year Award, a Youth of the Year Award, and You've Made a Difference. So I just want to remind the public that we need to get those nominations in by Friday, and then they have a ceremonial lunch or dinner rather at Vintage House on Tuesday, May 13th. So just to get everybody out, support our city. There you go. Thank you.
Is there, I just wanted to ask, is there anywhere online that people could look for information about those?
Well, it's been posted in the Facebook groups, but if you go to the East Point Roseville Chamber website, it's right on the main page that you can go right to the form to fill out.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just to answer the question, we just had a department head meeting, and I talked to our DPW. Our DPW is going to supply, they said they can supply bags and hopefully some equipment, but that I'm going to also reach out, as was stated, to the schools, see if the NHS can do it for some of their hours. I don't know what qualifies for that, but I would think that they can do that.
Just to add to that, there are other honor societies at the school that all need hours. I know Tri-M Honor Society, the Art Honor Society. I think they might start a business one towards the end of my time there. Student Council needs needs service hours.
Is all that through the school? Mm-hmm. Oh, perfect. I normally reach
Those are just
out
off
to
the
the
top of my head.
superintendent and
Okay.
ask if we can, the event, what it is, and she normally puts me in contact with the certain people ahead of that NHS and NJHS
Yeah.
group. So
So do you have a date in mind?
I don't have a date in mind yet.
Because I know like the middle school NHS is always looking for hours.
I will try to be scheduling it this week and come up with a day for it that we can do it. Maybe we can even get it as early as late April if we push it out there quick enough. That is the goal, at least for right now.
Okay, because if you let me know, I can send the lady that I have contacts with that usually answers me right back. I can let her know the date, and she puts up like a sign-up genius for her group, and then they sign up, and then she just gives me a list of kids that want to volunteer.
Yeah. I think our DPW, when I talked to them about it, they're just a little bit shorthanded right now, and they were unable to be able to help for this one. So looks like I'll try to take the lead on it and reach out to the schools and put a advertisement or a post about it or put it on our website. So I don't have a date yet.
Mrs. Lesich?
Just a suggestion. I know we try to do like a selected date to do these types of cleanups, but what if, based on the school organizations, if they have a team lead for that group and they tell you, okay, we're going to go out on this day in this area, and they can pick their own days, and that you don't have to worry about trying to manage everybody on one day.
That wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
Okay.
That would probably be very helpful for one person trying to run that event. So I can try that as well.
Yeah, if you want to go that route, I can, like I said, I can email that lady and say, hey, if your group wants to come out and pick a park, pick a street, pick an area, let me know what area, what day, and then I can let you know and say that this area is marked off and it's going to be done by these people, or...
Yeah, that won't be a bad idea. I like the idea of breaking it up or doing smaller groups so that we're not trying to run a multi-person event, on one day where maybe it's different days that they can do it or a different park, so.
Okay. Anybody else for citizen participation? Okay. Item number 9, commission member reports. Commissioner Hunter.
Yeah, I've got, I know this is kind of early to think about, but city parade.
Mm-hmm.
You got 12 weeks left of school. We probably should get something to the schools for the brownies, the Cub Scouts. So
The
they can
band.
participate. I figure maybe I know you're, maybe after this marshmallow drop, in the next week or so, but I think it'd be a good idea to start to contact the schools because they only got 12 weeks left
Right.
of school. And it's amazing that it's only 12 weeks left.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because we were just discussing that today about putting things out there and doing the behind the scenes stuff of talking to the Department of Roads and getting all that squared away. And then I'll send out a mass email to everyone who participated last year to see, to try to get it early enough. And then also we'll have to put it out there to get more people. I'm going to really push for more floats this year. I think that last year it was great. And I'm not sure if it's the biggest one that we've done, but it was definitely a good number. But I'd like to see more floats or, a little bit more than just people walking in. And not that I'm not very happy about it or anything like that. I don't want to come across as that, but it's something about doing floats is kind of fun to see. And but I'm going to put it out there, see what kind of feedback I get. But that was discussed today as well. So hopefully in the next couple of days for that
Awesome.
as well.
That's it. Thanks.
All right, Commissioner Kupchak.
I'd just like to say this is a really exciting time to be joining. Yeah, I think we're doing a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm really glad to be part of it as we kind of start to invest in the parks, invest in the communities more.
Yeah, you kind of joined at the perfect timing of kind of seeing the whole thing kind of playing
All the
out
fun
and all the
stuff
different
coming up.
events coming up. So perfect time to volunteer for all of the events, and I expect you at all of them.
There we go.
So thank you for that.
All right, Commissioner Cook.
I just had a question. How did your craft show go at the senior center?
Oh,
We didn't get a ton of people. I'd say like 30 people, I think, showed up for it. we knew that it was going to be smaller, being for seniors, 55 and older, and we never had something like that. But we wanted to try to start something and see where it goes, see how many people we get. Might be something that we don't try again, but
So was it that many people had a table or that many people came?
that many people came.
Okay. So in order to have a table, you had to be 55 and older? I was kind of confused on that. So you had to have,
Nope, didn't have to be 55 or older to have a table. You just had to be 55 or older to participate or
did
to
you guys
come
like
and.
check IDs when they came in?
Nope,
I mean,
didn't check ID, and
I
then
mean,
we
it's
also
like-
waived. We also
Okay.
waived the costs for it on the day of. We were going to charge $2 for entry. We made it free. No, didn't check IDs for it.
I was just wondering how that all went down because I know how everything's like has to be 55 or older, and it was kind of like it would have been nice to see it take off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it was kind of short notice too. It was kind of it wasn't like a long window of like advertising, so I think it was like something that came up in a couple of weeks. Wasn't it like maybe 3 or 4 weeks that it?
I thought it was a month in advance, but maybe not. Allie, who runs the Senior Activity Center, got all the different vendors and tried to make something so that we had something going on in April or in March. So maybe it wasn't, but I thought it was. But
I think you should try it again.
Yeah, did the vendors have to pay to participate, or
Nope.
they were free to come and
they were
sell
free
their
to come
wares
and sell
oh,
and
okay.
everything. And we lined
Oh.
up the perimeter of the banquet hall, and
Right.
we had different vendors. And again, we knew that it wasn't going to be one of those things where if we had an event out here that we're going to get the same crowd. But we just wanted something for it to be different, something new, see what kind of people would come. And, maybe next time we can get more vendors or different vendors, or maybe we can do 2 different rooms there, or maybe we can do it outside. I'm going to have to talk to city administration to see if we were to do it out in the parking lot, if the rule still contains to 55 or older. So I'd like to do, that was Ally's idea, to maybe
I wish
do
I
it
was
out
in
the
town.
parking
I
lot.
would have came, but I was not in town that day.
Yeah, well, I'd say we'd try it again. I mean,
Yeah.
if you didn't charge the vendors, so they were just, it was anything they made was profit.
Yep,
and you didn't charge the people to
didn't
go
charge the
in.
people that came. It was just supposed to be something
Right.
fun activity or something different that we wanted to try there, just to get
Yeah.
people to come see the Senior Activity Center and see
Next
that.
year, when I'm 55, I'll go.
I won't.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it depends on how you view things. I don't look at it as like it didn't do well or it failed. I think we tried
Right.
something new.
Yeah,
We knew that it was not going to be like an event like this, but we wanted another offering to the seniors.
Yeah, no, I just think if you do it again and again, more people will say, "Hey, this is going on."
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's worth a try to do another one.
I don't think I have anything. So, item number 10, the adjournment. We need a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay. Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Hunter at 7:43, seconded by Commissioner Cook. All in favor?
Aye.
Hi.
Carries. And we will see you next month.